So anyway, here's my point.
Let him come in first.
Okay.
Testing. Let him come in first.
Okay.
Tupper boss has spoken.
All right, here they come.
Are they?
You got 10 in there.
I have one.
I'm showing 10.
Okay.
Hey, Jason. We're back.
What were we saying?
So anyway, here's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm looking here. Bob, Madonna, Toby, Austin might have been there. Austin's trying to get out more. He's a good kid. He's been trying to get out there. He's been doing pretty well. He's pretty fast.
He's helping him this weekend.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He has lots of questions, and he's not afraid to ask.
No, I've had with him.
That's one of those. He's one of those kids that's like, good. Yeah, we're seeing somebody.
I think his dad, like it's his dad or uncle or grandfather.
Yep.
He bought a Kerns Beetle too, I guess.
Yep.
So I was helping him with that.
I mean, there's a lot of guys I see at RJ's. I don't think they'd become regulars at Ultimate because it's just out of their way. They don't go up that way. And I think there's a lot of guys at Ultimate that wouldn't go out to RJ's. I know these guys say, like, there's too many tracks, but each track draws a local audience. There's a lot of guys at Pheasantland, they don't go to Ultimate. They don't go to RJ's. They don't go anywhere. They just stick at Pheasantland.
I think Pheasantland has the most traveling though.
With the people that travel?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
I would think. Because you have the Hornings.
Yeah.
You have you.
Yeah.
Cooser.
Yeah.
Barney's are pretty much a regular at this point. The Underdogs are regulars at this point.
Barney Tan?
Yeah, he's always there.
He came out a lot this winter. He's been doing a lot more racing.
He travels. Brock, Tim, and Brian.
Yeah,
they all travel.
Yep.
Alex.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Pheasantland drivers travel.
I'm trying to see here. Like, we did our first points race. Paige, Mark, the Dracas. Dracas are new.
They are new.
They're both fast. Joe and Chad don't really travel much.
No.
Dan travels.
Dan does.
Pete doesn't really. Adam's new. He doesn't really travel.
Shucker?
Yeah, how's he?
He was somewhere the other week.
I think he's just so new, he might start.
He's just starting to travel.
Yeah. I mean, Trax is modified. Brian. Ditzler doesn't travel. He just goes out. He wants to be local and have fun.
This is fun.
Gallagher, Gear, they're new. Daryl Godfrey. He doesn't travel either, as far as I've seen. Dave Heim. Dalton. Matt McGowan. He's done a little bit.
Beaver says he wants to travel more this year.
Kevin Miller, I think he's gonna. Alex travels.
Yep.
Brad Williams, he does a little bit, doesn't he?
He's new, though. New to this year.
Yeah. So, MJ does a little bit.
MJ's been traveling with us.
Yeah. Jonathan, he sticks to Pheasantland. Jason sticks there. Dave, you'll never know where you see Dave.
Dave's literally the outlaw.
Yeah, he is. Corey doesn't really go too much.
But he wants to start traveling. He traveled with the Underdogs last year.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's about half there.
Yeah.
I mean, but, it's still a lot of guys there that just, if that track wasn't there, they wouldn't go anywhere else.
But here's my thing about, I'm not going to toot our own horn, but a lot of these guys travel because of us. I think
sometimes.
Because we're like, we did it.
He likes to travel now and then.
Because we did it. We've went to a lot of these tracks around here, and we're like, you got to come to this track. Like this is cool, but you got to go try this track. And we're always like, this is the tire you need. This is what you need to change. Try this when you go there. Like Kurt today.
Yeah.
Kurt texted me today. Hey, I've never been to W1RC. Were you ever there? Blah blah blah. What did
Nichols?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, I did this. I said I was only there once, but and that's why guys like that's cool because Kurt's helped me so much. I text him for ideas. He helped me to I helped him today. But that's what you need, like guys like this that just help.
Yes.
Like I was saying, the guy at RJ's, the kid you just said,
awesome.
His dad or whatever, he had a car sitting there, and I walked up to it, and this is gonna sound like a dick. But every time I know somebody's new and I don't think the car's going to work up, there's one go tell sign.
What's that?
He has BFG tires on.
Listen, I ain't gonna knock him because I know
Ungler
Travis Ungler has made them
but
work.
yes, but for newer guys starting out,
Not the best choice.
I walked up and I looked at his car, and like I'm not picking on him because he's new, but I'm like, I'm looking at.
Just stick to your standard.
So no, I'm looking at it and I go, he goes, yeah, this car is junk. I said, what are you doing?
And again, me and Groover, Groover gave me a set of BFGs. He's like, here, try these, and I tried them. Yeah,
they can work.
Yeah.
But I'm looking up, and I said, what's it do? He's like, man, it's just tight. And he's got 2 big clips in the left rear.
The left rear.
In the left rear.
Yeah, I've
and
seen that
a
before.
big in the right front.
Yes.
I said, and he had like nothing in the right rear.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, take all these out, and the one in the right front, put in the right rear,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, try it with these. And he had shaved Kumos in there. I said, all I run here is shaved Kumos, dude. That's all I run.
See, now that you're not always in that announcing booth, now you got to answer a lot of these questions.
I have no problem doing that.
I know,
but
well, I got a lot of it, and you just didn't see a lot of it this winter. I mean, yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm like, leave the BMGs on, then go try it. He goes, okay. He went out to try it, and he's like, well, I'm not confident in running the VL2 class.
No, that's fine.
He's like,
you don't have to.
No,
be.
that's what I'm like. He's like, but he goes, man, that really drove better. I'm like, yeah, put those tires on and see what it does. He went out, he's like, wow, this is really good.
Yep.
And how many times have you ridden down, I don't give away the one setup we have.
Mm-hmm.
I won't, because it's not ours. But like the present setup that I know works.
I write down.
How many times you've given it to them?
Yeah, I give it around a lot. Say, here, try this.
Yeah.
And usually it gets guys in the ballpark.
Exactly.
But, it's one of those I always tell them. It's like, put it in there, get used to it, learn it, get tires, try different tires.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't always put a setup on there and it's gonna go knock it out of the ballpark right away. You got to work at it. And sometimes you put it in there wrong.
Yeah.
Especially when you're new. Even experts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, you just get complacent and you just throw it together, and before you know, like, oh shit, I put the wrong freaking limiters in that side. So
I like helping. Like, I can't help anybody with I
that's
can't.
very satisfying.
Sprint car, I can't help you.
You can. 360.
No, I can't.
Why?
After sitting in the trailer this week, I can't help you. I know nothing. You know what I'm gonna tell you? Go see Phil Cooper. Go see Marabella. Go see Cam. Go see those guys.
Yeah.
Because
But there's a lot of times it's like, Corey's there and like you would help him out once in a while. And I mean, he's got
little stuff. Yeah.
Like, it's like here's what I do to tweak it when I'm at the track.
But
with the rear steer, do this. Don't, and like Jason, it's like, listen, don't worry so much about changing the collars on the shock. Work on your rear steer and your wing. That's where you got to focus yourself.
But
the change going down on a collar, that's your last minute Hail Mary before you go out there and race.
Sitting in the trailer this Saturday, I learned so much being able to sit there and actually
listen and try.
I couldn't do it. I kind of wish I did announce this winter and just sat there and learned from Levo.
Mm-hmm.
Because sitting in the trailer this weekend and actually going to do this, he's like, he walks up and just goes like this with the shocks. He's like, nah, and then front ain't gonna work. Do this. Here's what you need. Do this.
Oh yeah, like Cooper, he would always go. He's like, here's how you do it. He's like, don't. You're trying to see what's up with the car. Don't press down on it like that. Here.
I'm gonna spill my water.
Nice and slow. Just feel like, where does it start to bind? Does it start to bind up? Does it start to hang up? Just real slow, real soft. You don't need to pound down on it. So.
Is it working?
Yes. That's not it.
But
and, then you check your droop and stuff like that. He teaches you about that.
I think I learned more this weekend sitting with Lebo than I did all winter. Not even like.
Well, you didn't learn a lot this winter.
No.
That's the thing. You didn't. You were too busy announcing.
Because he's like, do this, and he's like, I want to watch it, so go back out. So I'm watching it. He's like, do this. And we'll do this. And do that. And then I made the dumb decision and I tried different tires in the feature. But I tried them, and me and John Lemon had a pedal fest.
Yeah.
Because...
You were both loose as hell?
No.
No?
We were both tight, and we couldn't get through the corner. We had a really good... Okay, I was definitely holding him up at the end. Because after his car got better with like 15 laps to go, but we're sitting there trying to race each other. So I started in front of him. And doesn't the some bitch use Ross and these guys as a pick?
Yeah.
So I move out of the way. He sneaks back underneath. I'm like, you bastard. So I went in the next corner, and I threw it back underneath him, and I got back around it. We're sitting there just racing for second last.
That's what you got to do.
And then finally, I screwed up, and with 10 to 15 to go, he was gone. And I was sitting there.
He didn't wait for you?
What?
He didn't wait for you?
No, he was gone.
Oh.
He became a little blue dot.
Oh, man.
But no, and I was sitting there like, John, we had a good race for second last. He goes, yeah, that was fun. He goes...
That's, sometimes it's all right.
And
you have a good battle, you're fine.
We were laughing and joking around, and even Long's like, that's what I want to hear. These guys are nowhere close, but all these guys are just having fun.
Yep.
And we probably got lapped 4 times.
Yeah.
But we're having fun.
We shouldn't be so obsessed with trying to win in podium every time you go out.
You should want to go out and get faster.
You should, yes, and just have a good, clean race. You should be trying to not get marshaled that day. That's always a goal you have. I don't want to get marshaled today. I want to stay clean, stay out of trouble. I don't want to wreck anybody, and I don't want to get wrecked.
Well, that's like
And listen, you don't need to win it on the first lap.
No.
And if you have a choice, if it's not the last lap. You don't need checkers or wreckers. You don't need to wreck somebody 10 laps or even 20 laps or even 5 laps from the end, right?
See,
you don't.
Yes.
It's because they want to have a good day too. So just try and back off a little.
It depends on me. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Depends. Oh, God. Look what you did.
Oh, shit.
You've been doing that all the time. I keep thinking it's Murphy, not you.
That was me.
You're going for a ride, folks.
Anyway.
The going for him.
We'll find out real soon.
The going for him the first lap, it depends. Because every once in a while,
can you do it clean?
Exactly. If you can do it clean, do it.
Right.
Because I'm just like, I know the guy in front of me.
Look at that.
Wait, Rick. I know the guy in front of me sometimes. I'm like, he's gonna miss this
right,
corner.
But
so I'm gonna dive it in there.
But it's just, don't ruin somebody's day.
Don't junk him. You don't gotta go and junk him.
Yeah, that happened to me Saturday. It's like we go into turn 1. It's like someone's so impatient. We wreck. They don't call them back.
Yeah.
So then me, second place, third place, and fourth place sat there while the rest of the field lapped us, not even having lap 1 in. Do you know how shitty that is? It's like, well, fuck it. I'm just, might as well just pull in at this point. Then you go out there and you run your fucking laps. And it's like, whatever.
All right.
It's just like, it made your day go like, well, why did I hang out for this? It's just, learn to back off. If it's not the last lap, you don't need to keep into it. Like, that's the one thing I see a lot of guys do. They lose it coming off the turn, and what do? They just keep in it, and they're fishtailing all over, and then they wreck themselves and take out somebody else. It's like, well, maybe it backed off. I mean, what happens when you usually back off? Usually the car gets under control, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's just, I mean, we all want to have a good day. And that involves not, getting wrecked and, winding up in the wall.
You know what I found the most happy on Saturday?
What?
When I went out for the second round, and I didn't get lapped 3 times.
That was nice.
And I went out for practice. I'm like, because I kept trying, leave it to go out. So I'm like, well, I want to go out now. Yeah. So I go out, we're running, and I was like, I'm going to follow him.
Yeah.
And if I can follow him, and he doesn't pull away with me on lap 3, we're having a good day. We use it, but we started doing that when we first started.
Yeah.
Like at Fezzoland. What we always do, we show up, Aaron, you going out?
Yeah.
No, are you going out? Yeah, let's go out.
Yeah.
Because we knew we were the faster, like one of the faster guys in
We
novice.
just follow each other.
Because that makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
Go out with the fast guys.
Yep. Go out with somebody that's your speed
Just
and run with them. And just, me and Bill have talked about this, doing a video on driver etiquette. So, maybe you might want to be involved with that.
Just
Sure.
shit. I forgot about that, Gary.
What'd you do? Did you?
I didn't do it. No, because Gary comes out, and he's running something in practice, and he goes, "Something doesn't feel right." And I said to him, "Well, no, Mother, I'll be either you're gonna be the first to know, or I'm gonna be the first to know, right?" And I stopped letting Garrett go, because every time Garrett went around, I let Garrett go. He'd go to the next corner and wreck. I told him, I'm done letting you go, because you kept going. Well, the one time I let him go, he goes in front of me, and I'm like, he spins out and I go, "Yep, I was the first one to know. I see that one coming."
Oh, man.
I had a fun day at 183.
That's all that matters, right? That's why we're there. Have fun.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. For some people, they make it sound like it's a chore to go out and have fun.
No, that was fun. I think everyone in Moshpit had fun that day.
Yes. Listen, I mean, if you're not happy with the class you're in, you're not getting the results you want, try a different class. How about it? Maybe maybe if you're running mod, you're just not happy with it. Go down to 360. If you're running BL2, you're not happy with it. Get a track that's modified, or get a Losi Sprint.
I think everybody should have I'm not gonna say it's easier, but everybody should have a screw around class.
Yeah, it used to be with the SR10s.
Because if you
go out there, you don't have to touch the car. You just go out there and drive it.
Because if you go out,
Davies had to ruin it.
if you go out there, if you go out there and run, I don't know, mod sprint and just a midget all day, and you struggle in both, you're gonna be annoyed.
Yes, you are.
But you go out there and have like a BL2 or the track's modified and go, I'm gonna throw this thing on the track and not care.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I mean that's it. It's kind of how it's gone anymore with it, ain't it?
We had fun when Preston left. The only thing I could say is, do not go to a store with me, Russ, Puppy, and Todd.
I know, I heard. It was. I'm surprised the Amish didn't have you arrested.
We just couldn't find any watermelon.
I'm surprised they did not put you in the stockade. And that's what they do with them.
Dude, everyone looked at me weird. I bought a cake. They're all buying their little things. I just bought a cake. I'm like, well, you can just share this.
Bowling ball is the best way to describe SR10 class.
Awesome.
It was. That's the way it was. And it was fun.
All right, it's almost
8:58.
Yeah, so it's almost 9
You got to
o'clock.
thank our sponsors.
Where are we going this week?
Probably RJ's. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get the Ultimate or to Pheasantland this week because it's gonna
Thursday
rain.
looks good, I thought.
Well, I'm gonna tear the cars apart, both of them. So if I come out, it'll just be to hang out. So that sprint car there is about dead. BL2 just needs to be torn down. That hasn't been torn down in months. So
If you have a motor, I have a car.
yeah, look over there.
I mean,
I got a whole bunch of 17.5s right there.
I mean, you could take the motor and ESC and probably put it in either my 13.5 or my mod car.
Yeah, you could do that.
Or you could put it in Lance's car like he wanted you to.
Yeah, could do that. So.
I'll be at Fezline tomorrow.
Oh, and the parts for my controller should be coming.
Nice.
I saw they were shipped today. So.
You had a bad day on Thursday.
Yeah, this is a bad weekend. bad weekend of racing. Got to hang out. That was fun. But yeah, the racing part was the worst part of it. The food and the naps weren't too bad. I like that. That was nice.
I had a undefeated weekend in Mud Boss.
I saw that. Can we really count a rain delay? But then again, I think you were going to be undefeated that day. So, but we'll probably be at RJ Sunday, I guess, won't we? But there's a lot of racing this weekend.
You're not going Saturday?
And Friday night is Ultimate.
And
Saturday
Pheasantland?
night is Pheasantland. Sunday's RJ show. We'll see. I mean, there's just so much
Deer
racing.
Park has a race this Saturday.
Deer Park has a race.
Deer Run.
Deer Run. Deer Park.
It's always Deer. It's Deer Park. I feel bad for them.
They really just need to change that name.
I'll be at Fezline tomorrow.
I mean, then they could give out bottles of water as a prize.
That'd be great.
Groover was telling me that Deer Run actually has a really good trophy that they're going to give out, a wrap.
Yeah, they are. I heard that.
Yeah. You know, I mean, Groover. Here, I was talking to Groover a lot this week, and it was very helpful. So,
That was
thank
Groover.
But he was saying, you know, yeah, I remember talking to Jerry Hoagland, like, you know, about like, you know, why don't you give out like, you know, a side panel for winning a race? You get this special side panel. You're the only one who has it. It's not a bad idea.
No.
No.
Very costly though.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, if you get somebody like Bill to do wraps for you, I mean, just do one side panel and print it up and, you know, mount it up. Or just saying, here you go. Here's a special winner's wrap for you.
Yeah, it'd probably be better than a trophy, actually.
Yeah, kind of would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Probably cheaper.
Because you're always, yeah.
Probably is cheaper.
Yeah, because you
Especially if you get like a J body guy, like, hey, that'd be the problem.
well,
I think you do it.
I think they would just do it for like the GT bodies.
I think if you did it as a trophy, that'd be cool. Like you hang up instead of the metal ones and all that stuff. Like just a side panel that has like
Yeah.
if you have like the Hoagland's Jerry Hoagland memorial on it, that'd be
Yeah,
kind of
that
cool.
would be cool. I mean, I like that idea. So track owners, promoters, there you go. That's a new way to do it because I mean, him and I were talking. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just tired of plaques. I want to go back." He's like, "I want to go back to regular trophies." I'm like, "I always want regular trophies."
I don't.
The plaques, I mean, yeah, they're nice.
I like flags.
But I like regular trophies.
I don't.
Yeah.
I have one trophy from the factory from my first year, and I'm just like, I like it. I think it's cool, but what do you do with it? It's so like it's awkward to put somewhere.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Other ones are flat. You can hang on the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be at Ultimate Thursday. Friday's up in the air. Saturday.
I'm hoping. I don't know. I think maybe Pit Stop might be running. Maybe I don't know. I gotta see when they're running. I'd like to go run the buggy. I mean, because last week.
It's supposed to ride Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, 'cause,
Can you believe it's been 13 weeks on raining Saturdays?
I can believe it because it sure seems longer.
It sucks.
Um,
I'll probably be back up Sunday.
because Ultimate got rained out for off road on Friday. You know, yeah.
You know, these
I
guys
buggy
want
races.
to. Everyone's complaining. Imagine being a big car driver or being Granby right now.
Yeah, I mean,
They've had 7 rainouts.
you get one day a week and like you can't even run, and you spend thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars.
Yes, even for being cheap, you spent thousands and thousands of dollars and probably 100 hours or so over the winter just getting it ready.
100? No, more than that.
Yeah.
More than that. Way more than that.
No, listen. I'm just trying to
I don't-
know.
No,
You know,
no,
so
no,
like
it's
some of
worse.
these guys
Nope,
might be productive.
It's worse. It's worse than they think it is.
No, I know.
It's another Ford.
That's why you don't want to drive big cars because it's expensive and time consuming.
All right.
So I don't know how John's getting to race all this much outdoors with RC.
He's not. He's doing
racing.
RC racing.
Oh, what happened to the big car?
He still runs a big car.
Okay,
But
yeah, I
when,
mean, he's
when there's
still
only
good.
when there's only three races
Yeah,
all
that's
season,
true.
he
That's
can
true.
really do a lot of.
That's true. So, all right, folks. Thank our sponsors, Kyle. Thank our sponsors,
Papa
Kyle.
Will's Traction Tonic, Rip Motorsports, J Body RC, Race Ready Products, Ultimate RC Pit Stop, Fezzaland, Russ Lebo, Todd Epstein,
Okay. KHC.
KHT Speed Lab. That was what I was forgetting.
Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all for watching.
Go support the local racetrack.
Yes, and try to do something to promote it and try to do something better this week that, you know,
And help the local
normally,
guy.
yes, normally you don't help out at the track with.
Yep.
So, and, you know, maybe try to bring someone new to the races that's never been there.
Also,
That
don't
might be
forget,
interesting.
new class coming soon.
Yes,
Super Boss.
go get your plastic.
If you don't, the pro class, again, you're blindfolded. But if you have to start with a gummy worm. If you pull in and the gummy worm's there, DQ.
Okay. Make sure you get the invite, though.
Yeah,
You
invite
don't-
only.
Yeah, you don't get the invite, you can't run.
But yeah,
Alright.
that make you drive conservative with having.
Cage Rattler, where are you racer? Did I miss that? I think we spent an hour on that one. So, Ultimate, Fezzaland, RJ's, some of those at some point. So, we'll be there. So, all right, folks. Thanks for watching. We will talk to you next week.
Who comes in at the very last minute? What did I miss?
Nothing will happen. Nothing.
You're the problem.
Yes. He's the last of the stand.
You know why he's the problem? Because he doesn't race anymore.
Yeah. I gotta go see him tomorrow. I gotta go pick up some paint. He made me
Will's
some
got
paint.
this whole fancy new trailer, but nothing to put in it.
Yeah, but what are you doing with that thing, Will?
This
Kyle wants to use it. Just let him borrow it. He'll break it in for you.
is the first one who's ever in a trailer this weekend.
This coming week,
We just did that.
yeah, RJ's Sunday, Fezziland probably Saturday is going to have that big race. Ultimate's going to have a race
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday.
$10
Friday.
for the first. You gotta go on Thursday. It's $10 for the first class and second class,
Oh, okay.
and $5 for the third.
Where?
Ultimate this Thursday.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. All right. Well, there you go, guys. Promote that. There you go. 10 for the first.
I should probably make sure that's what it is.
Yes. Make sure that's what it is,
I'm-
because we don't want people to go there then yell.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'll leave. I'll leave.
sorry.
I'm leaving, man. I'm sorry. I didn't know. June 12th and 13th, right?
Yes.
Thursday, $10 for one class, $20 for two classes, $5 for each additional class.
Okay.
Friday, if you race Thursday night, entry fee will be the same as Thursday. If you are only racing Friday night, entry fee is a normal price.
Okay. There you go, guys. He's saying, come on out, and I will give you a deal to race 2 nights this week. I can't say
If
that's
you
not a
race
good-
Thursday and
not a bad
Friday
bargain.
and win both nights in the same class, you will win $50. Must be
Wow.
full class on both nights, 8 or more. Friday night, any class with 8 or more, winner will get $20 store voucher.
There you go. So, come on out. Pack the pits.
From the pits
From the pits. The skunk boss.
was Boss Skunk.
Boss skunk. He won't be there, but
He might.
nah, man, he ain't driving out again.